Right guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I would say midweek, it's not midweek because it's Thursday, but we move. Markets didn't really do much yesterday, so I didn't really report back. Setups that I'm in are pretty static, but I'm expecting that today. Consolidation, we got PMI later, obviously on the news side. Looks to be pretty meh on the PMI side, but NFP looks to be pretty tasty for US dollar. So obviously when it says consensus, it just means predicted. It's what's predicted to the figures to come out, but it gives you kind of a little bit of a this could happen, right? So look at what your setups and stuff like that. If obviously it does come out positive for the US dollar and you are looking to sell, then, sell like a GBP or Euro USD or something, then it gives you a little bit more of an added extra kind of oomph to be like, right, do you know what, it's met my sell conditions, news is looking to be, bullish for the US dollar, so bearish for Euro USD or something. I'm going to look to get in after news, once news is played out. So that's the setup side. Like I said, we're still holding some setups that have been in for fucking ages. This one I've been holding for 30 days. 30 days. Very long time. USD CADs. I was kind of anticipating a bit of a retest of this area here. We were thick pipped away from TP yesterday. So that was fun. But not too fussed at the end of the day. We move, we're risk free. There's no reason why it can't go back up there and hit TP, but this is one of the things that you just learn through being in this game, that sometimes those things sort of happen and you can either fucking kick and scream about it on the floor and roll around crying, or you can just go, right, well, we're still in the trade, we're still in unrealized profit, we're risk free, there is no reason for me to close for the time being. So, we just leave them to play out. Same with NZDCHF. GBP CADs, we are dancing around in the stop loss area, but again, is what it is. GA, same sort of basis, dancing around in the stop loss area, and GBP USD that I jumped into yesterday, just personally, because it's a USD pair and we're so close to news, I didn't send it out, so yeah, it's one of those. And if you remember correctly from the other videos, I'm still holding Euro GBP. Euro GBP could potentially be the only loss that I take, but that could be said on GBP CAD and GA. Those two ones could be the same. But this is a retest area that I've been waiting for. We've come in, we've filled the daily imbalance. So this is kind of a fib level area as well that are marked out. So it's just one of them. Like I said, strategies and all that sort of stuff. It's just about building as much kind of confluences and making the trade seem more probable than not, right? Because trading is based on probability. No one's the holy grail. No one's got a strategy out there that is 100% consistent and is going to basically change your life. There's bits and pieces and all these different parts from all these different people that can build you quite a nice strategy, right? That's not to say that ICT or people like that, SMC, is all bollocks. To me, a lot of ICT concepts and shit like that, they're just taking something that's been around for decades and decades and just renaming it and establishing it as yours. But, again, you could have the best strategy in the world and you're missing the 80% of what it takes to actually be profitable in this industry, and that is mindset, emotions, discipline, confidence, all of that bollocks. So, you could have a very good setup, a very good strategy, but you're hesitant to press the button. What is that? That's confidence. It's got nothing to do with your strategy. That is you just personally not having the confidence to press the button. And that tends to be where people lack, or they'll be really nitpicky about, okay, well, it's met 3 out of the 5 confluences that I wait for. So, but because it hasn't hit the 2, I'm not going to take it. Then they watch that trade fly to their take profit, and they're like, oh bollocks, right? Yeah, you might see ACG or Alpha Capital up in the top column bit, and Space Marine gameplay, because I think I'm going to get this game when it comes out. It looks pretty fucking sick. I'm thinking of getting a load of funded accounts, right? And sticking my strategies on them. The ones that are doing well, the ones that can be properly risked, you know, with the right risk parameters, and the right daily drawdown and max drawdown percentages and all that sort of stuff. I have been pushing a lot of them on the kind of high aggressive side, so I know that I can tone these down, make them less risky. Sorry, my nose is fucking me off today. So I know that which ones can work, and you know, those sort of things work on funded accounts, because me personally, with my strategy and the way I trade, it doesn't work on funded accounts. Now, I've just watched some bellend on fucking TikTok go, oh yeah, the people say that, you know, funded accounts and stuff like that, they can't, like, they don't work for them, it's just because they can't trade them. No, there's lots of different things, actually. There's lots of different parameters. There's lots of disciplined things that I won't personally close or do because a prop firm tells me that I have to, right? You know, again, take this trade as an example, right? From here, let's take my first initial entry, right? Say this trade, right, triggered. Say this is the new daily push. Say this trade was about to trigger, right, on the fucking last day of the month, and I had to close because a prop firm has to reset my profile, right? And if I don't close, then I'm going to lose the profit that's been made. It's like me having to settle for something that's nothing to do with me, right? So, and me holding I can hold a trade for 3-4 weeks, sometimes even 5, from original position, and have the best entry possible to see that trade go and do 1,000 pips, for argument's sake, yeah? But because a prop firm has to reset, or because a prop firm doesn't allow me to hold over weekends, or hold through news, or whatever it might be, all these different fucking rules, right? I don't want to trade them. That's just personal preference. It's not about someone not being able to trade a funded account. It's just about all the little fucking nitty gritty shits that I don't want to think about at the end of the month. When the end of the month comes, or Friday or whatever, and I just want to fucking kick back and have a few bottles of beer and look at my MT4 and go, yep, cool. They all look good. They're risk free. I can leave them for Monday. No chance of them coming back down. Blah blah blah. Then I can do that. Fucking hell, everything's kicking off. I can do that, and I'm well within my right to do that, and I don't need to play along with somebody else's rules that's not my rules. So, yeah, in regards to the funded accounts, it is basically, I might just get 3 or 4 200k funded accounts, run the strategies on there, you know, making 1 or 2, 3% a week, a month. And, you know, once you've got a conglomerate of all those sort of things, it should be fine. You know, a few of my algorithms I can code to basically place the same trades but at different entries, so they don't look like copy trading. So that's a good feature of mine. And yeah, so it's one of those things I'm thinking about doing, so that's why ACG's up there. But the only 2 prop firms that I would look to go with is FTMO and ACG, because they seem to be the ones that are the most, like, legit. There's other ones and stuff like that. Have we just had news come out? Sorry, having a moment. No, we haven't. Okay. I just wondered why my Euro USD. Okay. So we've had a trigger. So I might look for a entry on Euro USD, depending. Yeah. So ACG and FTMO, only ones I would trust. I've seen a lot of stuff going on about one-on-one funding, which is TGR's one, not paying people out. And again, that's another thing. I don't want to build up a nice profit and then some fucking prop firm turn around and go, "Oh, we're migrating, so we're not going to be able to transfer your profits. So you've just wasted a month." Like, fuck off. You know what I mean? So it's all those sort of things that I don't want to deal with. I see enough people dealing with them on a day-to-day basis that I don't want to deal with them. Fuck me. Gold's off. Gold's having a boogie. Right, that'd be interesting. See if we can break 25.16, which was proving to be a little bit of a bitch. What was I going to say? So yeah, in regards to like going back to the mentality thing, okay, that is one of the things that I feel like people lack the most in, especially when it comes to learning. It's one of the only things that we as people that put education out there for others to kind of watch and to learn from, it's one of the only things that you cannot teach. Do you know what I mean? I can teach you how to, put a fucking trend line on the chart, how to identify this, how to identify that, but how to identify your own emotion, I can't do that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a fucking, whatever they're called, people that sit there and help you through emotional times. I can give you some pinpointers. I can say to you, oh yeah, this helped me, or doing this helped me, and you can test them out. But evidently you are the only person that is able to put yourself in check, right? So that is one of the only things, and I feel it's probably one of the biggest things that stops people from being profitable, or stops people from handling situations that happen in the market, right? I might be in a few stop loss areas, right? I might even hit a few stop losses. I've had a relatively decent month, August and beginning of the month now. And sometimes we do just go on rolls where we start, we follow like a chart does, right? That is natural. It is natural to be having good months, bad months, good months, bad months. No one's fucking profitability is like that. No one's profitability is fucking straight up. It just doesn't happen. Like, anybody that shows you that is talking out their ass. Not even mine. I might have a decent month this month, and then I might have a couple of shitters next month, which might make me think, do you know what? I'm not going to trade this month. I'm just going to have a month off, and understand that sometimes it isn't going to be your month. Do you know what I mean? That is one of the biggest things, is understanding what month and what week is a trading week, and what month and week is a consolidation week, where you don't really, unless your strategy, it is more of a scalping in and out every 5 minutes. For swing traders and stuff like that, we have to identify that, okay, this on the weekly time frame or the monthly time frame is producing a sort of consolidated candle. So stay away from that pair. Find another pair to trade. But yeah, there's been a few sort of comments on the Donvo video. I've seen loads of Donvo videos coming out now. It's quite funny, which I seem to have made more noise and got more views on those fucking videos than I have on things that are actually, worth informational watching type stuff. Talking about someone's downfall seems, again, it's just a fucking point, proven point that people are more drawn in by drama than they are by knowledge. But yeah, that's kind of just a little quick update, quick recap. Strategies are going well. Portfolio's looking nice. So yeah, I will speak to you guys in the next one.